Hey everybody, it's Walker,
And Tim.
Tim, and Alan at Full Spectrum Laser, and welcome to Laser Talk Live. I almost forgot you guys' names for a second.
Yeah, it happens. There's so much new stuff going on today.
There are so many new things, I can't even wrap my mind around it.
I need to move over a little bit, give you some space.
All right, thanks.
What's going on over here?
Well...
Oh, I was talking about the comments, but I mean, that works too.
Well, welcome everyone.
Welcome.
We have the new comments here, as you can see. I think it's a cool addition. You can actually see yourself talk. So
even though you could already on Facebook Live, but it's fine.
Yeah, but
you get to see now. You get to see now. So now YouTube viewers get to experience all the comments.
I mean, yeah, they get to see all the comments. They get to see who's commenting. I think it adds another level to the show that we,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's special now.
It certainly is.
Just like you, Tim. Just
Oh.
special in every way. So we do have a lot going on. We'll let Alan talk for the first time in forever.
Yeah,
for the first time.
What we got going on?
Well, we have a contest winner today.
Okay.
Can't hear you.
Yeah,
We'll make the announcement with the contest winner, and then we're also going to play some videos that we made for the Scrapplications.
Very cool.
Scrapplications?
Yes, Scrapplications.
Man, you
That's
notice the first time that he's in charge of setting up, he does his own video first.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
To say the
wow.
least.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Scrapplications, still a good name.
It is a good name.
Yeah.
it's a great name.
I love that name. And then what else are we doing?
We're also doing, of course, our questions and answers, and then I think you have some pass-through video that we're going over.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Sounds like we got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we finally got to the pass-through video. Is that the first one we're going to go over? No.
Video? No. Scrapplications is first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scrapplications. Yeah, I think it's the best
Yeah,
Scrapplication
I'm
so
first.
far. Okay, Alan's first.
All right.
So let's check it
Yeah.
out.
Let's check it out.
Scrapplications.
So when I get in the office, I always have an issue with my headphones. Where do I lay them? Where do I put them to get them out of the way? Either the mouse is bumping into them or I'm dropping them. So it needs a new home. So I don't want to spend $40 on it, so I'm going to make something. I'm just going to take a little walk. Look at that speed. Found some acrylic scrap. Place in the laser. Let the laser do its thing. So fast, so pretty. Now it's time for assembly, but first we have to take off the paper, so that way we can glue everything together. This was the longest process of the making of the headphone stand, but I think it's the most satisfying because if you get in one good piece, it's always fun, it's always a challenge. And now we're going to glue everything together. And again, this is all real time. I'm that quick. Kind of embarrassing some of these times I had to squeeze with two hands. That bottle's pretty difficult. All done there. Clamp it together, let it sit. Now it's time to spray paint. Look at that pretty red. Ooh, its new home.
Very cool.
Thank you, Alan, for making the most expensive Scrapplications we've had so far.
Yet.
Quarter, yeah.
So far, yeah.
Quarter-inch clear acrylic scrap. Sure, that works great. The whole sheet, it's like 2x4 sheet, had like, I think what was done was scrap. The rest it was like, you still had 3 foot by 4 foot of like room, but that works.
Space.
Yeah, you know, a lot of scrap going on there.
Right.
That works.
Either way, very useful, very informative Scrapplication there.
I loved it. Your
Yeah.
first one, it turned out good.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Appreciate the
Scrapplications
lines.
are supposed to Oh, come on, man.
What?
I appreciate the lies he said.
Oh, no, that was the best.
No, I did enjoy it. Like, that's what Scrapplications are all about.
Yeah, just, you know, grabbing stuff and making stuff work. Speaking of making stuff work,
Yeah, we finally did the pass-through video.
we finally got the pass-through video. People have been asking about it. We did it on a Pro, though,
We
not
did.
not the Muse.
But the same concept applies.
Same concept applies, same exact thing, and it kind of gives you an idea how to use registration marks.
Right.
So, I mean, we did this big sign. This is 48 inches. We did do it on the PS48, but we did it vertically.
Yeah. So
Just-
I mean, we would technically have enough room this way to make it, but we
Right.
did it. We did it this way
We
to
did
make
it this
sure
way
that we.
because we didn't have a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of plywood
Right.
at the moment, and I honestly wanted to get that video out so people understood how,
Right.
when, where.
So also
Why?
keep in mind this isn't
How?
the final. This isn't the final version of the video. We're going to be talking over it during the show. But later this week we will have the full video up to YouTube with like a nice voiceover, and it'll be nice and informational. And
Yeah, I kind
Walk you
of
through
look at the live show as like a kind of behind the scenes setup.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, they get to see behind the scenes and see kind of the backstory on all these little, you know.
and you get to see videos early before they go to YouTube
Yeah, which is
when
really
they're
good. Unless
you know,
you're watching
lacking,
on YouTube.
lacking polish.
Lacking polish. I mean, they go to YouTube and now they can see all their names here. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I like it.
What's the next one? Huh?
Do you want to do
It's
a
pass-through.
Oh, that is
The
best.
thing that we're literally just talking about.
Well, I was thinking there's people talking, and now I wanted to.
Don't get distracted. I know
Okay.
this is here right now,
Alright.
but don't get distracted.
What is this? Oh, this.
This, yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? There's nothing here.
Yes, there is. There's a bunch of comments right
oh,
here.
I see. Okay, yeah. So let's run the pass through and talk about it,
Yeah, let's do it.
like we were just talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, man.
What is going on here? So
So
that's a piece of wood.
Yeah. So one of the things that you have to make sure is that you keep your wood square.
Square for easy registration. So I bumped it up right against the wall of the
Yep.
PS48.
Use the edge.
The edge, and then I clamped it down because I wanted it nice, flat, and to cut without any issues. So that reduces the bowing.
Mm-hmm.
747.
So we did half. We did half of the welcome, and you can see it's important to leave the curve open, which we can show you how to do in the software
We will show
later
you
on.
how to do. So it's an open design, and then we just slide it again against the edge. Any sort of jig or something like that will work. And then I took the laser and I put it right at that end and
Added a marker,
added the reference marker.
and
Now-
then move it to the other one,
And add the
and
reference
add another reference marker.
And in the software, you'll see those registration markers, and reference markers, and you'll be able to line up that second half.
Yep, you line up that second half exactly, make sure that those points are perfect, and you can do what Walker was doing just there, which is blocking out the red dot just to make sure that it's directly where you need it to be. And look at there, picks up exactly where it left off.
And that is how you do pass-through.
Yeah,
Now, if we get the power setting right, we're golden.
yeah.
We're
Just pull,
golden.
it'll just pull right off.
Get the gantry out of the way. And pull her out. Welcome to the
Welcome.
pass-through tutorial.
Look at that.
There you go. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's really not that complicated. So the same thing applies to the Muse. If you were to take the Muse off of, if you were to take the bottom off the Muse to
Mhm.
do, or if you have a pass-through with our new riser setup.
Yeah, the pass-through is going to be with the riser. It's got the little open face. You open that up, pass it through, and then you're just going to lower your laser head.
Mm-hmm.
Very straightforward. Similar process. It's just with the Muse.
Yep. And I'll make sure that in the final video we'll have some images of the software, like lining it up with the
Yeah.
registration marks.
We'll do software, and I think we'll show the design software as well.
Right.
How to cut things, I think, is important.
Yeah, how to cut things and how to make sure that those vector lines stay open.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, because a lot of times in design software and vector software specifically, if you cut something, it's going to complete those lines. Yeah, and you'll have two completely cut out designs, which won't work. I mean, it'll work, but it'll kind of defeat the purpose. You'll have two pieces.
Two pieces, useless welcome sign.
Yep. That you have to tape together.
Tape? Or maybe Elmer's glue to
Yeah,
make
there you
it
go.
nice and solid.
Perfect.
So, for all these guys over here, we got to remember they're here now. We have the Q&A at the end, so we'll get to your comments and questions at the end as soon as we talk about our new product, the Muse Pandora.
Oh man.
It's kind of hard to see.
So just so you guys know, we like finalized the name, what, like 5 minutes before the show started?
I mean, that's that's generous, I would say.
We were still talking about it during the countdown. Like,
I mean, it's officially unofficial, the Muse Pandora. It is very awesome. We're going to talk about it very little because we're going to do a whole video on it. It is the new closed galvo system by Full Spectrum because we're always coming up with new things, updating the software. We want cool new stuff for everybody, and we love making stuff. That's really, like, we make stuff with the lasers. We love making the lasers.
Yeah.
We'll leave that to the engineers. I'll just play with the machines.
Exactly. Yeah, they come over, they show us fancy new toys, and we get to play with them. So.
Yeah, it's pretty much the best job on planet Earth.
Exactly. So, like, a couple weeks ago, for a few shows, we were running an ad or like a preview for the Muse Galvo. This is the Muse Galvo.
This is, well, that is the open Muse Galvo,
right? And this is the closed.
The Muse Pandora.
The Muse Pandora.
It's got the coolest name ever. Oh,
but it
wrong button.
But it doesn't have limit switches yet.
Perfect.
There we go.
Alrighty. That's very brand new. Like, I put the stickers on it today.
Yeah, that's a prototype. So.
See, this is like makes the live show very open. You know, it's not like
very behind the scenes.
Very behind the scenes. I love it. I think that is the coolest looking machine on planet Earth.
We might get taken out after the show. Like, we walk out there, they might take us out for talking about this too early.
We're not allowed to talk about it. But Alan Maxwell, hi all, first time watching live. Welcome, Alan. What?
It's on the screen now, man. You don't have to do this.
Sorry, dude. I'm just so used to reading on my laptop.
Well, stop it.
You hater. Goodness, this is brand new. Holy moly.
You guys missed the ponytail comment.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, my mom said, nice ponytail.
Yeah, that's a nice man bun.
It's not a man bun.
It's a top knot man bun.
It's not.
Are you going samurai on me? Hey!
Shut up.
So, are you reading the comments?
Yes.
What'd you miss?
It's the last one. No, it hasn't come up yet. Oh, replies don't come up. So, Bradley White says price. Fred Jones just says no.
Yeah, there's no price on the Muse Pandora as of yet.
As of yet, yeah. That's how brand new it is.
It's so brand new. It's so brand new. We really don't have too much information on it. Engineers just passed it along and said share it with the world. And we are going to start, engraving, playing with it tonight. So
I only ever saw it for the first time like 10 minutes before you guys did. So
yeah, I knew it existed for a while, but secrets.
We didn't believe it until
now. So I think we'll get to my favorite segment of today, which is
your floating table.
My Tensegrity.
Your Tensegrity table.
I was pronouncing this thing the Tensegrity until
Tensegrity.
Tim told me it's the Tensegrity table.
It's tension and integrity mixed together.
Mixed together, all in one, in a beautiful little floaty table thing. I saw these
Tensegrity table.
Tensegrity. The Tensegrity table. I saw it on YouTube. It's actually like all over the place.
A lot of people have been making one.
I can't get away from the thing, so I figured, as a maker, why not make one just to say I did.
Yeah.
Just to say I did. And the files will be available after the show today, so you guys can make your own. I made multiple versions, so you can kind of swap out the arms and stuff like that. So let's check out the video.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Walker at Full Spectrum Laser and welcome to Inside the Laser Lab, where today I'm going to show you how to make the Tensegrity table, or known as the floating table. Let's check it out. First, let's start with our wood. This is in our PS48, our 48 by 36 Pro Series laser with a 90 watt tube. We're cutting this wood at 100 power and 30 speed. Now let's take these pieces with the vector mark, and we're going to take a tiny drill bit and drill down the middle following the vector mark. Now we'll stack the three pieces of wood together, making sure that the vector marked and drilled piece is in the center. Now let's start with one and add some super glue in the first piece of fishing line. String it through the other side. Make sure that they're both centered to each other. Now let's stack the top and glue it together. And the bottom. We're going to glue one centerpiece into the base and the other side into the top. Holding in this position kept everything nice and not getting tangled up. Now we're going to take our fishing line and cut two big pieces and run it through the tiny holes. Crisscross the design. Run it through. Now run it through the bottom. And we will add tension by spinning this piece right here. You can use a clamp or some vice grips. Spin it and try to even out the tension so everything is nice, level, and square. Now we can glue it in place. While it's upside down, we will glue the top as well. Now let's snip the excess. You can see how the tension holds everything in place. We have multiple designs available for download, so pick which one you like. Or mix and match. Well, there you have it. Now you know how to make a Tensegrity table with your laser. Remember that we have this project and so much more on our free projects page, so please check it out. And I think until next time, keep making. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Tensegrity table.
Nailed it.
The Tensegrity? The Tensegrity floating table. Make the Tensegrity. What? Tensegrity?
Tensegrity.
Tensegrity. Okay. Hey everybody, it's why do I do that?
Think the word integrity.
Tensegrity. Okay. the Tensegrity cable. Tensegrity. Okay.
Getting close.
Tensegrity.
There we go.
We have fun, huh?
You could say that.
So if you want your own Tensegrity
Tensegrity table.
just download it and make it. I'd like to see what you guys make, how you guys change it, or if you just make it, please let us know how it went in the comment section. Because I found this really interesting to make. At first I had no idea what was going on here. I thought it was internet like troll that they were like,
It's just fake.
yeah, this is just fake, and everybody's doing it just to like waste people's time making it. But after you make it, you're like, oh, that's super simple. I would say the learning curve is extreme. It's like, what? Oh no, that's real easy. And then the second one, like the first one took maybe.
I remember coming into your office and you having it like upside
Like
down.
the
You're like, I
parts-
can't get it to work. I'm like, bro, it needs to be like that.
Yeah, the parts were wrong. It took like an hour to assemble, and then after I figured it out, like the second one, you know, maybe a
Yeah.
couple minutes. Like
Yeah,
that.
once you understand how it works, it goes together super fast.
Yeah, super easy. What are you laughing at, Alan?
Fred Jones says, what type of glue is that, and what if you lose the cap?
Fred Jones. You don't lose the cap. You don't ever
glue it
lose
on.
the cap.
You glue it on, right?
Yeah, you just glue on the cap.
I guess, yeah, that works. Does it stick to the top of the glue? Does the glue cap stick to the glue?
It
How
comes
does
off.
how doesn't it?
Why doesn't the glue stick to the inside of the...
If you guys know, let us know in the comments.
How the glue doesn't stick to the inside of the bottle. It's perplexing.
But that's a super cool project. What if they have really cool projects?
They should save them and send them to us and put hashtag made with FSL. And you can win a free lens or $250 off your next purchase. It is a deal.
It's a
you know?
deal.
All you have to do is share your project. You don't have to share it with us. You don't have to share your files. You just post it on social media and put the hashtag
Made with FSL.
made with FSL.
Right down here. Or like
right
way over here.
Here-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right here. And yeah.
And then watch us every other week to see if you won.
Yep.
Although I think we have a show every other week, and then we announce a winner every other show. So once a month.
Once a month. Monthly contest.
Monthly contest.
And I think we're going to do a little bit different format this time, which we're going to jump into the internet and take a look at all the people who entered the contest this time and give them a shout out.
Well, let's jump into the internet then. Here we are.
And we're off. We are in the internet.
Welcome to cyberspace.
And as we scroll through, we're going to look at all the hashtag made with FSL posts. Some of them are ours.
A lot of them are ours.
But they're pretty good.
Like, oh man, the first two.
That's a really cool project.
It's all right.
He should win a free lens.
I don't know about all that. I don't know if I go that far.
Who made this one?
Joyful Creations made this.
Joyful Creations with the cork. I believe it's a wallet, yeah?
Yep, she makes wallets and purses, I believe.
See, that is very clean. I love that.
Yep.
Walker McKegg liked that.
Oh, did he?
27 others.
Wildberry Design made this really cool
Really clean sign.
Very clean sign.
Been established for a while, Michael and Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. There's another one of ours. We'll just scroll on past that.
Yeah, we'll scroll past that. This is my buddy Sean Bradley, and he was doing some tests on some black acrylic he had laying around. He just got his PS48, I want to say a month ago, and he is doing some cool stuff.
Joy McAlvin said, Joy McAlvin is Joyful Creations. I was pretty sure that was the case, but
Yeah.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was afraid to get it wrong.
You know, we have a software engineer named Phil Joy.
Mm.
He's the best.
Who are these guys?
Whoa.
Oh,
Those are
yikes.
some total nerds right there.
Yikes, let's
Go
get
past
that. Yeah,
I didn't
let's
see
get
any
out of there.
like top bun or man bun on that
Hey.
video.
You be quiet. All right, we have a lot of posts on here. Okay,
All right, here we go. Kent Creamer.
made some really nice monogrammed cutting boards.
Very clean. A lot of cutting boards are bamboo, and I don't like engraving bamboo. Just it's too grainy. I like the cleaner. This looks much
Yeah.
cleaner than bamboo.
Less fibrous.
There you go. Get your daily fiber. Speaking of fiber, the Muse Pandora.
These are cool. So Scott Grizzle shared these. I like the Star Trek one.
You would. You
Hey.
would.
Whatever, man.
Would. It's real clean. Nice,
Yeah.
simple, but clean.
It's very nice. Ooh,
Is
we got
Joy
some
with her
wallets.
wallets?
Yeah. More wallets from Joy. Now this was really cool.
This is interesting. Rock Forge.
Rock
right?
Forge and Crafts.
So they painted. I mean, take note, people. Like, take notes. That looks cool.
That is a really cool process.
It's an interesting.
July 12th.
I've done something like that, but I was like painting in the vector lines and
Mm.
then engraving it. But this is like, I think this is different. Yeah,
Yeah, that's like next level.
that is next level. I just think that's cool. So, congratulations for being cool.
Absolutely.
Actually, piquing the interest.
Angie Stockton has some.
The ear savers.
Yep, the ear savers for
Lots
masks.
of people are making these.
Yeah, they're super easy to make, and they're very helpful.
I must have the smallest head and ears on planet Earth because literally no mask I wear is hurting my ears.
We also probably don't have to wear one for hours at a time either.
Yeah, but it's loose on my head. Do I have a beady head?
You might have a beady head.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
I
you
don't
don't
need ear
need to
savers.
keep a whole lot of stuff in there, do you?
No. Now, this was the four-leaf clover. They cut the piece of acrylic and then did a walnut piece around it,
Oh, that's
encasing it. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
very
that.
cool. And then made a really cool sword and shield.
Yes, I want to see a Legend of Zelda one.
It's close. It gives me Legend of Zelda vibes.
Definitely, but like Oblivion, like front end shield, kind
Mm.
of. Just like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Doc.
Kinda. I heard that Alan's half paladin,
Half orc, half paladin.
half orc, half
That's what I
paladin.
identify as.
Yeah. That's
Moving on. Raven's Customs and Designs made some really nice wine glasses here.
very clean.
Those are very nice. MS Designs with some really cool engravings.
It's a clean engraving.
Mm-hmm. Some more really nice engravings from
Brunetta,
Bronson Ross.
she got some tips from Mrs. Crystal Payne, and her engravings have turned out very good.
Yeah, that second one's great.
Thank you for submitting that, Brunetta.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Did you laser this with one arm?
Is that a reference I don't get?
The drummer for Def Leppard only has one arm.
Oh. All right, next.
The more you know.
The more you know. Crystal Signs, Designs, and Engravings. This is Crystal Payne, and she was last month's winner.
Indeed.
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 With her muse. Looks like she needs to clean that nozzle, though.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Ellis engraving some toilet paper.
I love you more than toilet paper, 2020.
That's
very
nice. That's sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to hoard you. And
Wow. Oh, that got dark.
and sell it for way more.
Jamie Piplick with some, an Ohio. Ooh, yikes, Ohio. Sorry, I used to live in Ohio.
Yeah.
But no, those are cool. The engravings are cool.
I like the wristband. A lot of people have been doing the Apple Watch bands.
Yeah, the Apple Watch bands have been very popular
The
recently.
silicone actually engraves really cleanly.
It does. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, I know.
And you can get some really cool, like deep engravings with it too. Another one from Crystal.
Very clean.
I like her butterfly filter. That's very
I love that 5-star.
5-star wood poop here again.
We
I like it.
I was gonna say we're not gonna say it out loud.
I
but there
said
you
it
go.
out loud.
You got it.
Everybody does it, man. It's fine.
I know. There's a book about it.
Forge Rock and Crafts again with a very cool light up sign here. I like that. I pretty much like anything that lights up.
Yeah, it all looks clean. I love laser cut boxes too.
Crystal's got.
Crystal's killing it. My goodness.
Yeah, she's doing all kinds of engravings.
You already won.
I know. Yeah, unfortunately.
Keep it coming though.
Yeah, keep it coming. We love to see your stuff, and we will absolutely show it on the show. But what is it? Once a year?
Yeah, once a year. Once a year.
But we're still happy to see it.
Star Wars. Next. Move on.
Walker doesn't like Star Wars.
Sorry.
I don't know what's wrong with him either. Look at this really cool.
I love Kid Annie though.
Yeah, let me see.
Little baby.
It's working. It's working. 808 Laser Creations made this really cool sea turtle.
808. That's what, Hawaii? Yeah.
I believe so.
Definitely. Looks really good. I love the laser stack pieces.
Yeah, that's really cool. More crystal.
Oh, crystal. Oh.
She's just blowing it up on here.
There's Shy. Is that his Shy?
Shy Perednik?
Yeah, he actually got inspiration from one of our old projects. The where you take just essentially a square and put one of the old patents on there, or a new patent, I guess.
Yeah, whatever kind of patent you want. But yeah, it's a really cool
That
effect.
project's more of an idea than a project, really. You know what I mean?
It still looks cool though.
Yeah.
And Jeff Adam.
Jeff Adam. This miniature stuff is really cool.
Look at that. That's wild.
Super awesome guy, makes amazing stuff. And I will say one more thing about him. I think you know this.
What's that?
You don't know? That he's the winner of this month's contest?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Stamp.
Got
I
it.
can't. Hang on. I can't. Hello.
The winner of this month's contest, Jeff Adam. The man with such a cool first name, they gave him a second first name.
Yep.
Jeff Adam.
There we go. Now I'm out here.
Now, congratulations. You have won $250 off your next purchase, Jeff.
And a free lens.
And a free lens.
And a free lens.
Goodness, I'm so used to saying or. And a free lens.
So we will be in contact with you to get your information to send that off to you.
We'll
and
send it after.
After, yeah. So congratulations, Jeff.
I look forward to more projects like this.
Thank you.
I want to see more mini miniatures.
I love miniatures. Miniatures are so cool. Just the amount of detail is staggering.
And, I mean, what else can you use to get that sort of detail besides a laser from Full Spectrum Laser? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing
Good.
at all.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yep.
Wow, it's like we're on the same page here.
Almost.
All right. Well, congratulations, and it is time to do the Q&A. Questions, answers. My first question is, why do you have a man bun now?
That's a great question, Walker. I'm glad you asked. To answer it, I'm going to look at the other questions that we have on here and answer that instead.
Pivot.
Pivot. I'm just going to completely
Dodge
pivot.
that.
I'm scrolling up, so unfortunately this, we can't scroll up, so this is just what's most recent. So I'm going to make sure that we get everything here.
Is that who said what type of glue is that? And
Fred
what
Jones.
if you? Oh, Fred Jones. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
the
lose
comment
the
from
cap
earlier.
comment. Oh, okay, yeah.
So Bradley White asks, can you see those reference marks in RE3 so you can line it up, referring to the pass-through video? And yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
so that's exactly how you use it, and we'll update the video and post it on YouTube. Those will be referenced in the software itself, so you can visually do it.
Yep.
And I forget, I
and
don't
we'll
think
show you that part in the
Yeah,
video.
we'll show you that, and we didn't mention, but you have to keep it in absolute mode.
Yes. Yeah.
So that is not in relative mode, which is typically how I use the Pro Laser, but in this situation, it's absolute.
Right. And if you don't know how to use reference markers, we actually posted a video, I think last week or the week before, about how to use reference markers.
Yeah, you made a really good one.
Thanks. I try.
Yeah, that was
So,
the first time you tried.
So yeah, I mean, if you're approaching the pass-through process, that might be a good kind of starter video for you
definitely
to check out. And then
Hey, is that in one of the playlists?
it is, yeah, it should be in the I think the software
Software tutorials.
The software tutorials
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
There you go.
Or playlist, rather.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel for those who don't know. Some people were asking on Facebook, about videos to help them get things done and learn.
We have a lot of videos.
We have a lot of videos on YouTube, and believe it or not, there's a lot of information on there. It's not just videos like this where we talk about stuff.
Right.
It is straight to the point a lot, and we're adding more on a weekly basis.
And pretty much every standalone video that we'll show on FSLtv will have its own video on YouTube. So like the Tensegrity video that we showed you has its own video. It's up on YouTube already. And the same will be true of the pass-through video. And Alan's Scrapplications is also already up on Facebook or on YouTube as well.
I know Moomin Rida on YouTube asked, how much weight does this hold? And I wanted to let him know I don't know.
Probably a couple pounds.
Yeah.
Depends on how strong your line is. And
Yeah,
how
definitely
well it's,
how well it's glued, I think.
yeah.
A lot of people put tensioners on here, so it's actually mounted properly.
Right.
I would do that for maybe a full-size table. This
Mhm.
is a bit overkill. But I will say the first one I made broke.
Yeah. This one's been holding up because we put that plant on there, and I mean the plant's a couple pounds, like the potted plant.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool it does that.
Yeah, well, that's the coolest part.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Do you need a different lens on the Muse with the pass-through?
With the pass-through, you do not.
No.
No. If you wanted to engrave all the way at the bottom of the rotary, then yes.
Then yes, but
But
yeah.
you'd probably just push it up on some stuff.
Yeah, if you have the Muse setting right on your material,
Mm-hmm.
the laser head will reach past the bottom of the machine.
And remember, you don't have to be completely in focus all the time for engravings.
Right.
Engravings, you have about 1/8 of an inch up and down for the engraving to look decent still.
Here you go. Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
No Muse Pandora questions? My goodness.
Price? No.
No.
That was the only Muse Pandora question we've had so far.
Yeah. The Muse Pandora. Man, that's a cool name. Official.
Sean Wellington said that he's disappointed. He thought that your table was held by your Jedi powers.
I mean, it is. My Jedi building powers with fishing line. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, it's definitely not floating. You know what I mean? Right, Alan? The more you look at it, you're like, it's cool, right?
It's definitely floating.
Yeah.
Especially you get some clear string on it.
What do you think, Tim? It's cool. All right.
Anyway, Alan Maxwell says, congrats, Jeff Adams. In the video, Walker said the nozzle needed cleaning. What made him say that? Does gunk build up on it, or was it something the expert eye sees in the engraving?
Who asked that?
Alan Maxwell.
Alan Maxwell. So I did see that the nose cone was a bit dirty, and that's typically from just, running a lot of wood engravings and cuts, and the nose cone will get a buildup, especially on the Muse, because the focus of the nose cone is so specific, but it will get a buildup, especially with wood, of pyroligneous acid.
Oh, man.
So
That's a
pyroligneous,
$5 word.
yeah, that is actually any wood organics that get cut, create like this brown tar stuff, and it will build up on the laser head. So just keep that in mind. You'll notice if you never clean it, the laser actually will still penetrate it, and you'll see exactly where your laser beam is passing through it. But ideally, you don't want that situation because it's going to heat up that stuff and then heat up the nose cone, and then it could crack your lens.
Or start a fire.
Yeah, because there is a reduced airflow at that point. So just keep that in mind. Keep your, instruments clean.
Indeed. We have Richard Stokes asks, is there anyone out here I can talk to about FS Laser? I'm still thinking about purchasing one. Absolutely.
Well, that's a good idea.
You're talking to the right people.
Yeah, I think everybody here
Unless
loves full spectrum laser.
unless you're talking about, unless you're living abroad, In
No,
which case,
I
we
mean,
don't.
I'm sure he's talking about his location.
Okay, I see.
You know, like a lot of people want to see it in person before purchasing.
I see.
Which makes a lot of sense. I would too. Videos don't do justice when it comes to how awesome lasers are.
Yeah, and like seeing in real time like what they can do and
I think it all clicks once you see it, rather than seeing it in videos.
Right.
Especially like some commercials where the laser's just sitting on like the island of a house, you know, like at a table.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, you can't use a laser on the island in your kitchen. It's just not realistic.
No, it's super unrealistic. Where would you vent it?
Where would you vent it? I mean,
Where would you put the water cooler?
What, are you
Or
deaf?
the air compressor?
Are you deaf? Like, because you don't care that it's like screaming on the kitchen island, you know?
Well, I mean, our machines are pretty quiet.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But if there were like another laser that you could get input on your that was like super loud that sounded like a jet engine starting up, that would be
It wouldn't be.
it wouldn't be ideal.
No, definitely eating chocolate after you cut it. Not a good idea. It just doesn't taste good. I mean, it's not bad for you. It just doesn't taste good.
Marco Scarola asks, ever needed to shim the honeycomb? Mine is slightly uneven.
Shim it meaning which way? On the z-axis or the y and x?
I
Please.
imagine Z.
On the z. So if your z table is crooked or off, you're gonna have to go under that z table, and there are 4 lead screws for that Pro laser and its z table. And what you're gonna want to do is figure out. What I do is lay down a piece of acrylic because I know it's fairly flat. Line it up to the edge of the machine, and then I'll hand crank with the machine off. Hand crank one of the lead screws until it gets even. And you want it even across all axes. Axes? Yeah.
Axes.
Axes.
If you're talking about the Muse, yeah, I think a shim would probably work.
Yeah. Muse, typically, it's going to be the honeycomb. The honeycomb's kind of, it can get tweaked.
Yeah, it can warp a little bit sometimes.
Especially if people are pulling it in, shoving things in there. Sometimes you like throw a heavy object on it like a rock, and then it kind of pushes on the underside.
Right. So yeah, just really anything to make it even.
Yeah, I mean, I've pushed it down on a flat surface and evened it out.
Right.
I believe you did say it's a Z and not a Pro.
Z and a Pro? Okay.
No, not a Pro.
Not a Pro.
So probably Muse.
Oh, okay.
Or,
so yeah,
or Hobby.
most of the time, that will be, I would say 99% of the time, it's going to be an uneven honeycomb. So just,
That's what he's asking, though.
oh yeah, it's honeycomb.
No, that's what, like, he knows that his honeycomb is uneven.
Oh, okay.
He's asking, would a shim work? Yes, a shim would work.
Yeah. I would also push it down.
Yeah, because the honeycomb's pretty pliable and movable. So I mean, you might be able to, even if you leave something heavy on top of it overnight, you might get rid of that warp a little bit. But either way, just make sure that it's even. You can use a shim to kind of offset it if need be.
Yeah, I know they have files online too where they have like 4 corner shims. Could use that.
Yeah.
I know Wendy Williams was making something like that. Maybe it was tie downs for her honeycomb.
Yeah, I think she made the little
Yeah.
tie-down clip things. Alrighty, let's see here. Any recommendations when and how to clean the honeycomb for the Muse series?
So if it was me, I would hit it with some oven off, get all that pyroligneous acid off there,
There's that word again.
and hit it with a powerful stream of water. Like if you have a, what is it, power?
A pressure washer?
Pressure washer. I'll pull it a ways a bit and then spray it after you spray it with some oven off.
When it's outside of your laser.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good note.
Don't pressure wash it while it's still in your laser. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that is a bad idea.
I shouldn't have to say that, but you'd be surprised.
Anyways, so yes, while it's out of your laser, clean it that way.
Also, you're probably never going to get it back to the brand new shine.
Brand new shine? No.
Yeah, like you're always going to have a little bit of like that tarnish kind of look.
Well, it's like